Alonzo Selden rifle gets loaded for bear. William Hovey Smith, 2013. I'm the author of Extreme Muzzleloading, and this is an old rifle that I restored, and I'm going to take on a bear hunt in New York.
I'm Hovey Smith, the backyard sportsman, and we're getting ready to go bear hunting in New York. And this is a gun we're going to use. It's an original rifle built by Alonzo Selden in Whitehall, New York in the 1860s, 1870s period. So this thing probably knows how it's done. Now during this time, these Adirondack rifles were actually being rifled for elongate picket bullets. And so I'm going to attempt to use an elongate bullet in this for better penetration on what might well be a 300-pound animal. I know that 255 grain bullets with 85 grains of powder will penetrate a bear. So I've been there, done that one. So that's the load I'm looking for. Now this gun has been put up for some years since I've shot it. So first thing, of course, is it loaded? All right, well, we're going to find out. I try not to put up loaded guns, but occasionally I have been known to do just that. All right, that's good. There's not a charge in there. Okay, that's exactly what we want to see. Now, you'll also notice there's no powder on this table. And you probably can't see, but I'm also wearing earplugs. So we're going to shoot a cap on the nipple just to make sure that everything is kosher in the ignition passage. It certainly should be. All right. Bang. All right, that did very well. All right, now what are the options? This is a bullet that I want to try, made by a good friend Kato Ajama, who's actually going to be going on the hunt with me. This is a patched 4.51 round ball and lubricated canvas that I won many matches with this rifle when I was shooting competitively. And this is a 240 grain, 45 caliber Thompson Center maxi ball. Now this maxi ball has been stored for years and its lubricant is oxidized and fallen off, so I'll actually need to boil these bullets clean and re-lube them before I attempt to use them. And they get lubed with Wonder Lube, and under all of these are going to go 45 caliber Wonder Lube patches. This keeps the lubricant from actually seeping down in there and spoiling the powder, remembering that yeah, this rifle might be carried loaded for some days before it's actually used. Now previously I had tried 85 grains of powder and a 255 grain bullet. Well, that was just too much load for this gun. This gun is very short stocked. So consequently I had to trim my fingernails extra close because I was actually gouging my face with the recoil. Well, that's no good, plus I don't want to overstress this old original gun anyway. So we're now going to cut back the load to 70 grains of double FG and a 240 grain bullet and see if that doesn't do some better so far as both the shooting is concerned and the felt recoil. We've got our powder measure set. Okay. Straight down the barrel, close as we can get. And I use a wad underneath the powder. Okay. That. Press the powder a little bit. Now the bullet goes goes in. It seats to the driving band. Now this is exactly as this bullet's supposed to do. You notice it's about just half up over the top. Okay. Now it's actually engraving the rifling now. There we go. That's a toughie.
These bullets were cast very hard for use in revolvers. Consequently, they're extremely tough to load in this rifle, as you will see. Now, I am putting more stress on this ramrod than anyone ever should. And the only reason this ramrod isn't breaking about now is because this is a fiberglass ramrod. Something that you don't often see these days. But it's 5 times the strength of an ordinary wooden rod and even stronger than a metal one.
All right. Well, that is certainly seated. Now, that bullet's not going to go anywhere. Set the trigger.
You'll notice that my finger does not go inside the trigger guard until I'm actually ready to fire the gun.
Okay. Well, that was a good load. Let's see what it did. Well, that load was about a foot left to the point of aim and 6 inches low. Well, I'm going to go back to the old standard in this rifle, which was 85 grains of powder and a patch round ball, and see if that do better.
I was fortunate that I remembered the load because it had been 20 years since I'd shot this gun.
Again, we use our little log. Again, we'll use a 4.51 round ball, and always like those best.
Most modern replica 45 caliber rifles shoot .440 or .445 round balls.
Okay. All right, let's see what it did. You would not believe me if I did not show you. It was an absolute bullseye. Right there. Look. Over yonder is where the first bullet struck. Now that will kill anything that walks. Just put it in the right place. The old round ball load will go. That's what we're going to kill bear with. What?
I shot a second load just to confirm, and it hit within an inch of the first shot. So, yeah, now that gun will shoot. Now, I'm also the author of Backyard Deer Hunting, as well as Extreme Muzzleloading, as well as Crossbow Hunting, as well as Practical Bow Fishing, and all of these are available as ebooks. Got a new ebook series coming out, and this bear hunt will be in my new book, Building or Restoring Your Own Muzzleloader. Now, Cato's bullets are cast of a very hard alloy. If they'd been softer, they would have been easier to load, but because they shot so far from the point of aim at 50 yards, yeah, I'm going to use a round ball. And these bullets are too large for most 45 caliber barrels. For info on my books, blogs, and videos, go to my website at www.hoveysmith.com. good hunting and good eating from the outdoors. Goodbye and God bless.